Let's make 3 different flavors of oil-free hummus. Welcome back to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today we are going to make 3 different hummuses. So the first one we're going to do is a shout out to way back, one of our first recipes. It's our original hummus. Then we're going to do our beet hummus, which we did a couple months ago. And then we have a brand new hummus, green Goddess Hummus, that is just gonna blow your mind. It tastes so delicious. But before we start mixing up that first hummus, I want to give a shout out to our new partner, Essential Organics, where you can get all of your pantry needs. And if you use our discount Plant-Based Easy, you can get 10% off of your first order. All right, so that first hummus, an oldie but a goodie. This is our original hummus. So I've got 2 cans of chickpeas that are drained and rinsed. We're going to throw it in there. And you want to remember to save the liquid from one of the cans of chickpeas that we're going to just throw in there. That's going to become part of the liquid. Then I've got 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Just a little bit under 1/4 cup of tahini. One tablespoon of dark miso, or you could use a light miso also. One clove of garlic, 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, and we are ready to roll. So I'm just going to mix this up in our food processor. You could also do it in your blender if you have a high-speed blender. And you just need to scrape it down just maybe 1 or 2 times, just because some of those ingredients get stuck on the walls of your food processor. And we don't want to miss any of those ingredients. All right, there is our first hummus. Creamy, creamy goodness. All right, I'm going to clear this stuff out and get our ingredients for our next hummus. Okay, for our second hummus, this is the beet hummus, and you probably saw this show before. It was our roasted cauliflower steak with beet hummus and then a chimichurri sauce poured over the top. So delicious, you'll have to check that show out. But this is the hummus. So it's 1 can of chickpeas drained and rinsed, 1 red beet that I've already cooked, and I just boiled it in, I peeled it and boiled it in water until it's just nice and soft. 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of tahini, and 1 tablespoon of dark miso. But like the other ones, you can use a light miso too. And if you don't have miso and you just have to make this hummus right now, you could use 1 tablespoon of a low sodium tamari. That works great too. All right, we're just gonna blitz this up until it's really nice and creamy. All right, there we go. Oh, look at that color. It is just so vibrant, and it is as delicious as it looks. All right. So now on to the final green Goddess Hummus, which is gonna blow your mind. FitVegan Coaching is the world's leading whole food plant-based body recomposition program for people 50 and up. Their expert coaching helps you lose fat, build lean muscle to combat sarcopenia, strengthen bones to fight osteoporosis, and boost your metabolism post-fat loss so the weight stays off. With over 1,000 success stories across 20 countries, they offer world-class accountability, custom strength programs, and tailored nutrition to help you achieve lasting results. Say goodbye to yo-yo dieting and embrace lasting transformation. Just follow the link in the description to fitvegancoaching.com to take charge of your health today. There's no denying the plant-based diet is a nutrient powerhouse, but did you know there are a handful of hard-to-get nutrients even well-crafted diets are often lacking? The latest research suggests that complementing your diet with a few specific vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s will help boost your energy and keep you thriving for the long term. That's why my daily health routine includes Complement Essential. Complement Essential contains the 8 critical nutrients lacking from most plant-based diets in dosages optimized specifically for us. As a special discount for our viewers, just use code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout to save 15% off of your order. All right, green Goddess Hummus, because it is the start of summer and all of these herbs are up in the garden, so you need to be eating more of that fresh green. So 1 can of chickpeas, drained and rinsed. 1 cup of basil, and it's, lightly packed. 1/2 cup of parsley. 1/2 cup of cilantro. 2 tablespoons of chopped chives and 1 clove of garlic. Then we have 1/4 cup of pepitas or pumpkin seeds, another green. Pumpkin seeds are great, super healthy for you. It's a great whole food fat. 1/4 cup of raisins, just to give it a hint of sweetness. Then we have 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, but you could also use apple cider vinegar. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. 1 tablespoon of miso, dark or light. And 2 tablespoons of tahini. All right, and just like the others, we're just gonna whir this up until it's nice and creamy. All right, there we go. Look at that color, and it smells, amazing. All right, I'm gonna get some other little things and I'll meet you at the table for a taste so I can show you how I like to enjoy all of those different hummuses. All right, guys, come on in and take a look at these beauties. They're so vibrant and I just love them and they taste amazing. So the first original hummus, I usually just like to have it on some veggies. I just have some cut up red bell pepper here. Delicious. And for the red beet hummus, I like to use some of my Mary's crackers. These are some seaweed crackers. They are great. I really love that one. And for the green Goddess hummus, you can really do so much with this and with these. They're so versatile. I like to keep it with something simple, just maybe a piece of toast or something, and put it on there. But any 3 of these, you can also use them as salad dressings. If you add a little water to it, or even just a little bit more vinegar, swish it around or stir it around, use that for your salad dressings. And you'll always have these on hand in the refrigerator, and you can use them for multiple different things. But on to that green Goddess hummus. This is my all-time favorite. So much flavor, it just explodes in your mouth. You are gonna love it. Come on back next week for another great recipe.